let me be the most recent person in your life to go, oh, the In-Betweeners. Two things. First of all, I remember being at that first premiere for the first movie. That was a riot. It was like a rock gig. That audience was wild. They went wild for that movie. Must be a special event in your memory.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first, like, but again, in my head, I'm just like, what's going on? Like, it just feels weird. Like, the whole thing just feels mental. Like, we did so first series I got without an agent. It was an open call on Spotlight. It was just incredibly lucky to have got that. Then we did it, and we were like, oh, well, this was fun. I might see you around sometime. And then we were like, oh, they want to do a second series. Okay, then fine. Then they did a third series, and then they came to us with this idea of a movie, and we're like, well, no one's going to watch that. No one's going to want our four idiot faces on a big screen. Like, it's bad enough it's on a small screen. No one's going to watch it. And I remember people saying, like, oh, what a terrible idea. You know, like, films that go from that come from a TV show never really work. It's a terrible idea. It won't work. It won't work. And we were like, they're paying us. They want to go and do it. Let's just do it, and it probably won't work. And then it absolutely smashed it.
One of the most successful, if not at the time, the most successful British film.
We were 200 grand short of The King's Speech that year. That was the only film to beat us, and we were this idiot E4 comedy show. Like we honestly, that's the other reason why I can't quite, I suppose, talk about it articulately enough, because I'm kind of lost for words, because it all feels so mental. Like, still to this day, it feels like, how did that happen? How did this little E4 show go on and become this film that was so successful? And again, being there on, like, the red carpet for that thing, in first ever time, Leicester Square premiere, kind of eyes wide. I think all four of us turned up together. We were like, well, we'll all just turn up together and stuff. And we all had, like, partners with us and stuff as well. And we were just walking around, and there was just, like, screaming teenagers, and we're like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. There was a girl there with, like, Neil written on her boobs, and I was just like, what's happening? This is so weird.
That's what I mean. It was like a rock concert. You were rock stars arriving, like, at your gig. It was incredible, and the reception in the room. And I do think, I think it contains one of the finest bits of comedy in the way it was constructed, acted and executed. It's the three of you dancing towards the camera to We Speak No Americana. It's exquisite. It's like, it's on YouTube. You can just watch it separately. I did again. Did you know in that moment? Did you watch it back? When was the first time you saw that? Did you realise you were creating this little moment of perfect comedy?
Absolutely not. No. I mean, I thought, oh, this is kind of funny. And I'd done sort of dance stuff in the series that seemed to go down well. People liked it. So I was like, oh, okay, it's just one of those again. And then I remember us filming it, and it went on for a while. Like, they got so many angles of this dance. Mm-hmm. And me and I think Simon Bird in particular, we were chatting, and we were like, we've got dialogue scenes to do today. Like, we've got, like, actual jokes to do. Like, shouldn't we be wrapping this up? You've got the dance. Like, shouldn't we be wrapping it? And they're like, no, we want to get an angle from an angle. And I think we had no idea how funny people would find it. But clearly, Ben Palmer, the director, Ian and Damon, the writers, they could see it. They knew. And that's the other thing. When you're dealing with people that are very clever and very, very funny, like Ian and Damon and Ben Palmer and all that stuff, then you just have to kind of give yourself over to them and go, right, I know my character, I know what I'm doing, I think I know the funny way to deliver this line. Everything else, you just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Because as I say, we at the time we were going, there's actual jokes to do, guys. We need to hurry this up a little bit if we can. Not realising at all what we had with that dance.